Well, welcome back to the homestead. Today I'm out working on my windows. I'm putting up the trim around them, and I'm using a 1x4 fiber cement board to do that. It's James Hardie 5/4 Rustic Trim Board, and it's a really great product, but I do want to give you one word of caution. When you're cutting this stuff, the dust that it produces contains silica, so make sure you've got a quality respirator to wear while you're cutting it, and that you're cutting it in a ventilated area. But other than that, like I said, it's a really quality product. It lasts for a long time, and that's what I decided to go with. So I've already got this first window done, and I'm ready to get the boards cut out for the second window. So let's move over to the saw and see if we can get those cut out. Now the trim board I'm using is 1 inch thick, so I'm having to use a skill saw to cut that. And I'm using a 6-tooth fiber cement blade for that. Whenever I go to put the siding up, the planks are only going to be, I think, 5/16 or something like that. They're pretty thin, and there's actually a set of shears that you can cut those with, and I've got a set of those that I'm going to use to cut the planking with, because it doesn't produce nearly the amount of dust as what the skill saw does. But on the trim board here, the trim board is too thick for a set of shears, so you have to use a skill saw or a jigsaw. And like I said, I'm using the skill saw with a 6-tooth blade, so it seems to work pretty good. It just creates a lot of dust. Alright, so now I've got the top and bottom and side boards cut for the window. I'm getting ready to go ahead and start putting them up. Well, the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to lay the top board across the top, and it'll actually stick out 3.5 inches. Then I'll pull the side board up, flush it up to the top board, and nail it in. But I'm only going to nail it right next to the window. And then after I've got all the boards put up all the way around, I'll come back and I'll nail the outside edge of it. And the reason I'm doing that is there's a flange for the vinyl window under this, and it ends right here. So this is thicker than this, and if I just nail it, the board flush to it, it's going to be sitting like this. And up here on this top corner, you'll notice that it's going to fade away from that board. So once this board is in and they're put in, nailed next to the window all the way around, I'll have to come out and shim the outside edges so that the outside edges of the boards are flush all the way around, and then nail that. So let's try that and see how it works out. So if you look at this joint, you can see it's nice and flush. If I hadn't had that shim there, there would be a ridge. This board would be proud of this one. But since I've got them shimmed like that, they're nice and flush now. And that's the goal for all the corners. It looks like that process is going to work out pretty good, and I think that's what we're going to go with. Alright, well, that's going to do it for me for today. Just about to lose the light and not be able to record, so probably going to knock off and maybe try and head out here maybe tomorrow evening and get a little bit of work done. I got all of the front windows done with the exception of the bar that goes across the top, and I've got to cut those still. So one side and the back are done, and the front's mostly done, and then I got 3 windows on the other side. So if I get out here tomorrow, I can probably finish it all up. But for today, that's going to be it. So, didn't get a whole lot done, but I didn't get out here until 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon, and after that I had company come out. So not a lot of time to work, but did get a little bit done, and every little bit helps. So we'll pick it up here tomorrow maybe.